Hello, in this short tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to add VoiceThread to a OWL site. Now, you'll see here that I've got my own project site set up. These steps will work if you're using a project site or if you're using a course site. So, if you don't know the difference between the two, the one thing you need to know is that it doesn't matter what kind of site you're using in OWL, you'll be able to add VoiceThread following these same steps. So this is a very pared down site. There's nothing here right now. This will look a lot different than perhaps a course site that you've got going, but it should look similar to any kind of project site that you have set up. To add VoiceThread as a tool, what you need to know is that VoiceThread is what's called an LTI integrated tool. So it's an external tool licensed and paid for centrally. LTI integrated simply means that OWL can talk to VoiceThread and VoiceThread can talk to OWL. They have a common language, and that means that accounts can be created and material can be updated through the OWL site in such a way that it gets updated in VoiceThread and vice versa. Okay. So when you first log into your project site, you're going to want to look for the Site Info tab, and you're going to left click on the Site Info tab. You're going to see a lot of information, including likely your name, who this is available to, all of these kinds of things. Along the top, there's a bunch of different links. What you're looking for is not the link that I just selected. What you're looking for is the Edit Tools button. You'll note that the only tool that's been added here is the Assignments tool inside the Learning Management System, and so you can see that this tick box has been selected. This is under the General tab. You won't find VoiceThread under the General tab. You have to scroll down to the bottom, and you're looking for the little accordion folder that's called Plugin Tools. It's not going to be open, it's going to be shut. You're going to left click on that, and what you're going to see there is a bunch of different LTI integrated tools, including Collaborate, which is the video conferencing tool that we use in OWL, and VoiceThread. Because we're going to be talking about VoiceThread, that's the only tool that we're going to be interested in adding. I'm going to left click in the tick box to ensure that it's selected, and then I'm going to hit continue. At this point, I have the option of selecting the title, the text that appears in the left-hand column and above the tool, right here where it says Site Info. I'm going to leave these as VoiceThread, and my suggestion is that you would leave it there as well. This is asking you to confirm your selection. You'll hit finish, and the site will refresh, and you'll see that VoiceThread has been added as a tool with a little world icon. That icon simply tells you that it's an LTI integrated tool. The very first time that you set up VoiceThread, you need to set VoiceThread up. In addition to adding it to your site, you need to set it up. And so right now we've completed step one, which is adding VoiceThread to the site. It's accessible. If I added people to the project site right now, they'd be able to see the tool and access the tool. However, what I haven't done is I haven't set it up as an instructor. And there's a one-time step that you need to do, and that's to set it up. You'll note that I'm using Google Chrome right now. My suggestion is if you're an instructor using VoiceThread that you always use Google Chrome. It seems to be the browser that is happiest with VoiceThread. Again, I'm going to left click VoiceThread, and what you'll see is that there's that title that I've just selected, and you're getting a view that's called VoiceThread Set Up. You'll just see this once. So you'll want to think a little bit about what it is that you want VoiceThread to accomplish and how you want to allow students to access it. I won't go through what the 4 different selections are. What I will tell you is in the ISWO and frankly speaking, all of the VoiceThread or all the courses and project sites where I've incorporated VoiceThread, I've selected Course View. Course View provides you and the students or participants in the course with a list of all the VoiceThreads created for that specific project site or course. So it's a great initial place to go and find voice threads, and it's also a way of ensuring that additional voice threads aren't being shared there. So my suggestion is Course View because it provides you with the greatest flexibility of showing the voice threads that are created in the course without showing extra or unnecessary voice threads. Creating Course View still allows you to embed individual voice threads in lessons. You don't lose any of the flexibility in that regard, and so that's why I would suggest Course View. I simply left click on Course View, and then the site, as you might expect it, would appear. And that is how we add VoiceThread to a course or project site and how we set it up.